I'm Assemblywoman Ora Dunn, having been raised by a Marine and a state trooper, and having volunteered for Habitat for Humanity, I can't help but feel a real connection to Brian. And at the age of 14, he started his life of service. What sticks with me the most is Miss McNally, his mother, mentioned that he was very focused. And in a world of all these distractions, we can see the fruits of his undivided attention. And we have to make sure that we continue to live out his legacy in that focus on service over self. So it is my honor today to be here to dedicate this park to Brian. And thank you again.
I'll now ask the members of the Morris Township Committee to please come up, along with the representative from Mikey Sherrill's office. On behalf of Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill, who could not make it this morning, I'm asking the members of the Morris Township Committee to come forward to please present the flag flown over the U.S. Capitol building in Brian's honor. Joining us from Congresswoman Sherrill's office is legislative staffer Chris Williams. If the McNally family would please come up. I would now like to invite Troopers McKay and Augie, who are here on behalf of the Troopers United Foundation, to please come forward.
Hi, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. McNally, First Lady, Colonel. It's an honor to be up here. I'll keep it short. Classmate of Brian's. And it's obvious if you're a classmate, squad mate, friend, family member of the community, Brian impacted us all in a very special way. Anytime stuff got hard in the academy or on the road, we could always look at Brian and his leadership skills to guide us. As a part of the Troopers United Foundation, a challenge coin was made and dedicated in honor of Brian. And the proceeds of the sales of the coin, we'd like to present the McNally family with a check to go towards the Captain Brian McNally Scholarship Fund. So thank you for having us here.
I'd now like to invite Staff Sergeant Bargerstock from the United States Marine Corps to please come up.
Well, first off, I'm going to have to apologize because I'm about to make you stand up one more time. In 1962, President John F. Kennedy authorized the creation of a certificate signed by the President in order to honor those who had given their last measure of devotion and service to our country. The program was very quickly expanded to include all of those who have served honorably in our nation's armed forces. Today, it is my distinct pleasure to give these certificates signed by the President to the family of Captain Brian McNally.
I'd now like to invite former Mayor of Morris Township, Kathleen Hyland, to please come up, who is also a family friend of the McNallys.
Well, indeed, it is a pleasure for me to be here. I'm really not here as a deputy mayor. I'm here more as a friend. Brian came into my life and my family's life many moons ago. He took my one granddaughter to the senior prom, and then it led to us going, my two younger granddaughters going to the Citadel and going to see Mark march out He was captain of his division. And my granddaughters kept saying, "Is that him? Is that him?" There was like 5 platoons. I'm not sure exactly what you call them. Bryant was 6'7", 6'8", maybe 6'9", but he was tall. And anybody that came out with that flag was probably 5'8" to 6 foot. And I kept saying, "Does that really look like Brian?" I don't think so. Well, when he came out, he stood out. But the best part of Brian was he was not in the Marine Corps. He actually was an Eagle Scout, and my son-in-law had the privilege of him being in his troop. But he did so many things. I mean, everybody's mentioned what he did. I just want to be here to tell Barbara and Kevin and his sister. He was a big part of my life, too, because I really loved him. He was not only large in stature, but he had a heart as big as it could be. He had a sense to serve his community. He did everything. He did it all. So thanks, Barbara and Kevin. Been friends for a long time. I don't know whether Kevin will ever forgive me, because I think I got him on the Board of Adjustment, was it? Or Planning Board. And he said to me, "You've done a lot of good things, but you know what? But you served well." And I used to coach girls softball right here many years ago, so it's an honor and a privilege, and I'm really thankful that I got an opportunity to say something about my dear friend, Brian. Thanks.